it out. What's it all about?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. It's been a while since we filmed, but today's going to be an exciting day. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below because you're not going to want to miss all of our family adventures coming up. We are going to show you guys how to make
pickles.
Not just pickles, but the best tasting pickles in the world. 100% the greatest pickles you'll ever have. A lot of people like to get pickles at the baseball game or at the store and things like that, and some people are like, I just don't like pickles, but when you try these kinds of pickles, we convert you over to enjoying pickles. We are going to show you how to make some of these beauties right here. Yeah, so we've had this recipe in the family for forever. I mean, we've been making pickles like this since my great-grandmother. Very long time. We've been doing this for a very long time. So you're definitely going to stick around and learn how to make these exactly how we do it. And then, of course, later today, we're going to be going over to the garden. You'll get to see how far Isla has come in her swimming. And you're not going to want to miss our little water bug, Aria. Overnight, she decided she wanted to be a swimmer as well. So stay tuned for that all the way to the very end. And let's get going and show you how to make some pickles. The first thing we got to do is head over to the garden and show you where all of the vegetables come from. Well, we made it here to the garden, so we're going to show you guys where all of our vegetables and ingredients are coming from. We'll show you where the pickles come from, we'll show you where the dill comes from, and that's about most of the ingredients or the major ingredients that go into the recipe. So let's go check them out.
Alright, so we have some fresh dill here, and as you can see, it's pretty green. I would say it's about almost ready. So when you are getting your dill, you want it to still be green, because that means it's fresh, it hasn't dried up yet. And it smells really good.
That's the dill on the dill. Now to the cucumber plants, which will go over there. Okay, so here's all the cucumber plants right here. We've got tons and tons and tons and tons of rows of cucumbers.
Yeah.
So the trick to all this, when you're picking your cucumbers, especially if you're not getting them at the store and you're coming and picking them yourself, you gotta find different variety, different sizes of pickles. It can't just be all the exact same size, because when you're putting them in your jar, you're gonna run out of space and run out of room, and you need small ones, medium ones, and large ones. So with that, when we're looking at the plants here, you really gotta pull them back and get into there. And look, see, they're all hiding. Here's a nice small one. I would classify that as small. This is probably the biggest one you want for the jars that we're using. And here's a nice medium one. So you got all three sizes right here in just this one little section. And obviously, depending on how many pickles you want to do, how many jars you want to do, is going to determine how many cucumbers you want to get. There's no exact science behind it. You just kind of guess and hope for the best.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to take you to the garlic section, or like I like to call the vampire section, which is right over here hiding, and you can get them here as well at Marvin's Garden.
Yeah, so we already actually, like a week or two ago, we pulled them up and we got them all cut. So they're already out of the garden and they're drying up and they're just ready to sell. So we're going to go show y'all our big pile of garlic.
And here we are, all of our garlic. There's actually quite a few. It may not look like there's a whole lot here, but there's actually, I don't know, hundreds.
We have sold a lot, so we have already gotten rid of a lot.
All right, let's get out of this heat and go back to the house and start pickling our cucumbers. Let's go. Welcome back to Welcome back to Grounds, Granges, and Gardens. That's right, it's a play on words of diners, dive-ins, and dives. Jennifer, who's going to show us how to start your pickles.
All right, so we are back here at home and we're going to go ahead and get started. We have our fresh garlic, and all you have to do is peel it. I already have some peeled here, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to peel garlic, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you have your garlic clove. You're going to break it open, and you want to get these cloves and pretty much just tear end off. So you just peel it apart like that, and then it is ready to go.
Okay, what's next?
All right, so now we have our garlic ready, so we're gonna go ahead and just, all you do is drop it right on in. It doesn't really matter the order that you do these. I just like to stick to one order so that I don't miss anything. Your pickling spice, that's what we're gonna be adding next. So we're just gonna be pouring a little bit in there. And
what's the deal with that?
obviously that's how we make our dill pickles. This is heavenly. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and put about a head of dill in there. For the smaller jars, I like to break it up since they're so small, so just drop it on in there. Got your cayenne peppers and stick it on in there.
Now last year we did two cayenne peppers.
Several.
Oh yeah, 2 or 3, 4, all in these little jars. They came out pretty spicy, which we like spicy, but not everyone likes spicy. So this year we're just gonna do the one and kind of compare contrast because we still have 1 jar left of last year and we can do a little taste test later on.
All right, now we have all of our spices in there. Now it is time to add our pickles.
What you wanna do is get all your pickles and put them in a pan full of water, because you're going to need to clean them off first. So, and you just want a little simple scrubber you can pick up at H-E-B, Walmart, or whatever like that. Something that's good for your holding and scrubbing. So basically, you just want to clean them off, scrub them all the way around, and then dip them back in there, get everything off, and then put them into another pan. And while you're doing all this, you kind of want to, if you will, segregate certain pickles with the bigger ones, medium ones, and really small ones. Because when we start stuffing the jars, you're going to want a little bit of each one, with the big ones going at the bottom of the jar, the medium ones at the middle part, and then of course the small ones at the top. Pickle toppers. But anyone can do it, like I was saying before. Even Isla can do her own jar. As you can see, there's a lot of air gap in there, but let's see how they turn out. We just wanted her to have fun with one. But when you have a professional do it, you see the complete difference between the two. Really jam-packed, stuffed in there, kind of not so much. Go too far ahead, I want to give you all the details. There is a top and a bottom to pickles, believe it or not. The darker side you can see here is what I call the bottom. The top is the lighter side. And it's important because we're going to flip them as we put them into the jar. Because sometimes the bottoms of the pickles get bigger. It's all about the base.
I'm all about that bass.
So here we go. We'll start putting in a pickle. It's as simple as that. You just kind of slide in there, hold the jar a little to the side so it doesn't move around so much. You want to grab a couple, maybe 3 or 4 bigger pickles for these jars to kind of start the base started here. And again, see how I flip them upside down. One, the bottom of the pickle is showing, and then the top of the pickle on the other one. So you keep rotating and flipping them, again, because that kind of marries them together a little bit better. Okay, so now you see the first base is really in there. It's kind of like a... Okay, so now that you got your pickles stuffed in there at the first row, that's just the first part. It's almost like the whole Dairy Queen trick. They were not going to move. I put my hand over it because we just tried it and all the spices fell out. I wasn't thinking. But as you can see, the pickles aren't moving, so there you go. So that's how you know that they're really stuffed in there. And this is where we're going to start to move over to some of these medium and smaller pickles. So again, grab a couple of them. Perfect kind of jar of pickle. Let me just spin it around for you guys to see. All sides completely infilled there. Looks beautiful. Okay, so we got all of our jars stuffed and filled and ready for the liquid. The secret liquid recipe.
I like to use a little measuring cup, and we just start pouring.
Okay, so once you got all the pickles filled with the water or the juice, you will put them in the oven. Like we said before, the oven's going to be set at 200 degrees, and how long do they stay in there for?
20 minutes.
Roughly 20 minutes, and then make sure the jar is completely sealed at the top, and that's how you make pickles. And we're back at the garden, so we're going to give you guys a little update on our chickens. If you guys have been following our channel long enough, you would know a few weeks ago, maybe a month.
Like a month.
Yeah, a month or so ago, we went to Tractor Supply and got 6 baby chickens, and we've been raising them, and
they all made it. All right, here they are. Well, here's one, but I won't pick them all up. So now they're like little teenagers already. Already looking like full chickens, huh?
okay, it's a hot one here today, so let's go check on our water bugs now, which is Isla and Aria, and let's go swimming. Okay, Isla's gonna jump in off the diving board and swim all the way to the steps. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Well, another successful weekend here at the garden.
Yeah.
Great weekend. Obviously, Isla's still enjoying all the chickens. She can't get enough of them. She is probably the best chicken catcher out of all of us.
Crazy chicken lady.
You're going to want to tune in next week, because next week we'll be going over to my aunt and uncle's house. If you've been following our vlog long enough, you'll know or remember Mom was Top Gun Danger Zone last time we went over there for a party. And this party will be celebrating my cousin.
They're expecting a baby girl.
So a baby shower. So it should be a lot of fun. Be a lot of swimming, a lot of playing spike ball maybe, and a lot of good eating. So make sure you guys check in next week. As always, thanks for checking in, and hit the subscribe button right down below. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, you.
Check it out. What's it all about?